How do I know if there is even a trust or a will?
Well, this is an interesting question. How do you know if there's a will or a trust? Now, there are some ways that we've discussed before that you can determine if there is a trust out there. And what's one of the easiest ways to determine to find a clue, I guess, as to whether or not there's a trust?
I would do a title search of the real property. More than likely, if there's a trust, then the settlors had their assets titled in the name of the trust. So at least that gives you an indication there's a trust document out there.
So if you find a deed and it has the name of, mom and dad transfer this property to mom and dad, trustees of the mom and dad trust, then at least you'll have some indication that there must have been a trust at some time. That doesn't mean that you'll find the trust document, because those aren't recorded, but you'll have some indication. Another way to do it is to look at financial statements, right? So if you see a bank or a brokerage account that has the trust name on it, that could be another way of finding out that there is a trust somewhere in existence, and you just have to find the document. What about wills? How do you know?
So theoretically, you can find out by going to the local superior court in the county that you're in, or where the decedent passed away, because the rule is within 30 days of death, whoever has a copy of that original will is actually under an obligation, under the law of California, to take that will and lodge it with the superior court. This is not done that often, but every once in a while it is. And if it's done, you can go get a copy of the will.
Yeah, and it's shocking how rare that actually happens. That only usually happens if somebody's going to open probate, and if they don't open probate, usually they won't lodge the will. But you should at least look, because that would be one indication. And then if somebody does move to open an estate, then they definitely would have to file the will with the court. So then you can just go to the court and find it there. Albertson Davidson is here to help you fight for your inheritance. Check out aldavlaw.com for our complete library of helpful legal videos and articles from your favorite California trust and will litigation law firm, Albertson Davidson, LLP.